Welcome into the Mountain Brook Schools, Mountain Brook Athletics YouTube page. I'm with a Spartan legend, now head coach of the Texas A&M Aggies, Bucky McMillan. Coach, good to be with you.
Glad to be here. Glad to be back.
Man, you're in your hometown, the 205, and what's it like now repping the Aggie colors as opposed to the Spartan green or the Sanford blue?
It's different, but hey, all programs can win, and they can win like the Spartans, like we did years ago, and like the Spartans are doing now. We're gonna be in good shape in this league.
Yeah.
But hey, let me back this up because you went right to this.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Willie G right here, his rise to stardom.
Oh,
And
okay.
when he got his start here at Mountain Brook and part of Mountain Brook basketball, we were talking about how this man would mess up the clock sometimes, keeping the clock, and we made him run stadiums. And now he just talked to Dan Gavitt about that story about how he's going to be the next star in the game right here.
We'll see. Well, you have made the ascension, and that's what I want to talk to everybody about today. Obviously, we said we're here in Mountain Brook, but I mean, you sold your house, and you said in an interview yesterday, College Station is now home. What's that adjustment been like? It's been 6 months since you've been a resident of this community. Take me through the last half year of your life.
Yeah, it's been nuts. We got to College Station, got the job mid-April, had no players, didn't come up for air, didn't sleep, didn't do anything. We had a roster, drinking from a fire hose. Didn't know where I was living, what I was doing, but we've settled down now, and it's a great place. Good place to call home.
Talk about your dream, because obviously you're a high school coach for 12 years, JV coach for 2 years prior to that, grew up in this community. Did you ever see yourself in this position where you'd be a head coach in the best league in what is basically a semi-professional league now, SEC men's basketball?
Well, I always thought Area 12, Mount Brook, Vestavia, and Homewood, and I guess that was Gardendale was the best league in the country, but they said this one's a little bit tougher. But no, you are where your feet are. So whatever that is, it's the biggest deal to what you got going on. Like when we played Kansas in the in-state tournament, it didn't feel any bigger than when we played a game in Spartan Arena to try to advance to the playoffs, right? So the same deal in the SEC. You are where you are, and you do the best you can with where you are. But honored to be a part of this league. Grew up watching this league. I would walk right here. I lived on Peacock Lane growing up. I would walk right to Mountain Brook Elementary. I would walk right through here with a basketball, and now we're here doing an interview talking about the SEC. What you doing, Chuck?
Tell me the biggest adjustment for you. I mean, at the end of the day, basketball is basketball, but what's the biggest jump going from high school to mid-major to D1? What's something you've seen maybe in the past 6 months that's been a little eye-opening?
Resources, in terms of travel, not waiting in many airports, not having to take 10-hour bus rides, kind of flying in wherever you need and getting to where you need. So it's very efficient. It has to be because, everybody's trying to win.
Absolutely. All right, and take a moment. We're going to talk to our viewers, our listeners here. But, I mean, in terms of the people here in Birmingham, the Sanford, the Homewood community, the Mountain Brook community, the people who raised you and created opportunities for you to be where you are today, if you're looking in the camera and telling them a message, what message do you want to send to them who got you where you are today?
Yeah, it's that. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people of this community. I was a coach at a school with more high achievers in a certain zip code than I believe anywhere in the world. So when I would coach players, I was coaching some of the very best people in the world. When I would go have a parent meeting, I'd be talking to some of the most successful people in the world. So just growing up in that community, being around that, I can tell you this, no matter the stage, growing up in that, I've had the opportunity to not feel inferior on any stage because of that, if that makes sense to you. And it's because the people I dealt with my whole life from this community were top level people.
Yeah, 2 more questions. When you first got the Sanford job, you and I did an interview, and I asked you about your dad and your family. And I think your family's moving out with you to College Station, or has already. So talk about the journey and the support that you've gotten from your dad, from your family, and how you feel that as they have literally picked up and headed west with you.
Yeah. When we were traveling to play Kansas a couple years during the in-state tournament. My dad was out there on the plane. Him and my mom were flying out there on the charter plane. The in-state picks you up in it. And this was a mom who filmed every game I ever played, and dad who coached the majority of my games. And my dad and my mom were riding with me on the plane. My dad looked at me and said, "Son, I'm so happy I was alive to see this." That stuck with me because it wasn't just a journey for me; it was a journey for them too. And to be there and for them to get to experience this with me and coaching in a league that they grew up watching and were a part of, it's great for everybody.
Yeah. All right. And then second to last question here, year ones. We look at 3 different year ones. When you started at the head coach at Mountain Brook, you were 24 years old. I'm 27, and I can only imagine the pressures of being 24 and running your own program. And then 5 years ago at Samford, it was COVID. And then this year, it's transfer portal, NIL. You've got 1 player on the roster. So just a variety of crazy circumstances in your first 3 stints as 3 different head coaching jobs. How do you compare and contrast and take what you've learned from those previous starts in year ones into this year?
Well, you always want to lead programs better than where you found it, right? That's kind of the goal of every single coach. What I can say is that when I was at Mountain Brook, it was with successful people who wanted to win, right? At Samford, I worked with an incredible athletic director, Martin Newton, who wanted to win. And now you're out there with Trev Alberts in Texas A&M, who wants to win and has the resources to win. We know this. You don't go from benching 100 pounds to benching 300 pounds overnight, right? You don't go from having no players to being the most fine-tuned machine by game 1. But, in time, I think this is a place that we can compete at the highest of the high levels. And if we can do that in this league, you can win a national championship. Guess what? In this league, last year, 14 to 16 teams in the NCAA tournament, 4 in the Elite 8, 2 in the Final Four, and a national champion. So one day, we want that to be Texas A&M Aggies.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to it. Mountain Brook's behind you, Homewood, the greater Birmingham community. Last question is just an open mic, open opportunity, and I asked you a little bit about this earlier, but anybody specifically, you talked about your family, anybody you want to name, former players, people in Mountain Brook, people at Samford, just an open mic, any opportunity to speak to them and share your message of appreciation as you moved on, headed west, and are doing great things out at College Station.
Just there's so much support to so much support, and I've always been a part of my team here. And what I mean by my team is Birmingham's team with Mountain Brook, with Samford, and now we're out there at Texas A&M. And we're going to be coming to town. We play at Alabama, at Auburn. We play at Vanderbilt. I believe we play at Tennessee this year. So hopefully we can get some of those same supporters, some of the same people that have been a part of this team to come check us out. And if you're ever in College Station, look me up. Love to have you come by, check us out.
I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for your time. Best of luck this season. We're super excited. We're proud of you. Go Spartans.
Thanks, buddy.